Hi, I'm Amy and this is George.
Hi.
And we're going to show you how to get started with touch typing.
So what are you going to need? You're going to need a login to a free typing program. This is one I've been using, www.typingclub.com. There's also BBC Dance Mat. Typing Club goes very slowly, which I found good for younger learners. Now you can make a free account, you can use an adult's email, you could anonymise your child, you don't have to put in their real name, you could call them something made up like the government's advice of 2 animals, elephant, pony, 6, something like that, if you don't want to put their details into the internet. It's a bit irritating because it has adverts, but that's why it's free. So you're going to need a laptop, possibly with a separate keyboard. If you've got one, you might find your child prefers a separate big keyboard with a laptop. If you've got a tablet and a Bluetooth keyboard, you need 2 small tin cans. The one that's empty you can see I've made safe so it doesn't have sharp edges. If you're using a tablet, you're going to need a book to lift the tablet up so that your child isn't bending their back. I'm going to need a piece of cardboard or hardboard. George is going to show us how this goes together. So here George is demonstrating how you cover your fingers when you're learning to type. It's really important that you cover your fingers and don't look at your hands and look at the screen. And every program will show you on screen where to put your fingers to help you avoid the temptation of looking at your hands. But covering them is really going to help too. Now you can either just use a laptop keyboard, but some children find it difficult to reach over the mouse pad. So if you have a separate keyboard, George is going to show you can plug in a separate keyboard to a laptop screen. If that gives your child a better experience and you've got that to hand. And equally you can set yourself up with that covered too. Just takes a little bit of adjustment so you can see the screen. Now if you're doing it with this method, you can use a book to lift the laptop to make it even more comfortable. It's really important to get yourself set up well. You need a straight back, feet flat on the floor and arms nice and relaxed. So, any touch typing program will begin with teaching the child the home keys. And 2 keys are very special, F and J. They have a little bump on to help you always find them with your index finger. And your program will start with the home keys, which with your left hand is F, D, S, A, and with your right hand is J, K, L and the semicolon. Now what I suggest is that you only practice for 5 or to 8 minutes each time with the learner at touch typing because it can get very frustrating. We recommend you go as slow as possible and you repeat exercises again and again. So for instance on this edge type, exercises up to exercise 8, you might do 5 or 6 times. We're looking for really slow work but 80–90% accuracy. So you want to get really comfortable on the home row keys before you go any further. As well as doing the exercises online, you might want to challenge your child to tap their fingers on the table. So once they've learnt F and J, ready George? F, J, F, J, F, J, F, J, F, 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 J, J, J. And then the same with the next 2 letters with your second fingers, D and K. D, K, D, K. D, F, J, K. And so on with those first 8 keys. It's not as easy as it looks learning to touch type. Just going really steadily will be helpful. Anyway, best of luck. Have a look at the program. Have a look at getting started. Don't get frustrated. Just go in tiny steps and you'll get there. Good luck everybody. So a quick look at the settings of the program once you logged in. Okay, you're going to need to press home to find the typing lessons. Here we are, I'm going to click start. Oops, I've gone into lesson 6. Let's just come out of there. Okay, now for vision impaired learners, something slightly frustrating on the free version. On lessons 1, 2 and 3, you can't change the size of the print. You see up here it's all black. There's nothing to change the size of the print. You might find that you have to complete those for your child depending on their vision impairment. But once you get to lesson 4, I'll click lesson 4, it all changes and there is a fill sign up here. Now on the free version you can't access everything, but you can change the size of the print, and if it affects your child's access you can change the colour of the background and the type of the font face in case one thing is clearer for your child to see. For instance, that Droid Sans Mono is a nice clear one. You can get it nice and large so hopefully they can be able to see. So that's from lesson 4, and it's that fill icon up there that enables you to change the size. Okay, now George is going to show us how we get started. The program starts with literally doing one finger at a time, and there really is no rush. Remember to feel for those bumps. And you can see it's all about feeling and your brain learning which finger to move, which is why it's so important to go slowly, so important to have your hands covered and not to look, and so important to keep repeating lessons. Literally doing 1 or 2 one day, coming back the next day, the same lesson again, the next day, the same lesson again is absolutely fine. You want to get those 8 home keys really, really secure before you even think about moving on. Want to really get to a good 90% accuracy, and you shouldn't expect to get there straight away. Okay, good luck. Once you've mastered the home keys, everything goes much faster, so bear with it.